I was about to say that I had Stewie here joining us, but then I looked over to where he used to be right next to me, and oh, never mind, there he is. Stu, what do you think? Okay, so never mind, we do have Mr. Stewie, the wonderful little cat, joining us here. Uh, while we take a look at the matchmaking, Hakuryu, Minotaur, potential radar. It's the only cruiser in the entire game, aside from the Yoshino. There's only one cruiser on either team. I hear you still. Hayate, Grozvoy, Haland, and Tromp for destroyers, and a Baleo submarine to grief us. I hear you still. And of course the submarine is going to be on our side, because why the hell would it not be? I hear you still. Stewie's doing Stewie things. So, I believe our game plan is, oh, nice. I got recognized. Too bad I'm chat banned. Whoops. Oh well. Anyway, we're going to probably, I think we're going to go and maybe just ram our heads into this island right here. It's a bit of a risky play to make, but the idea is if this submarine spots something that's going for this buff right here, I can maybe try and get some shots on them. So, this ship is also one of the ships that's gotten changed in the most recent patch. You have, it has a specialized repair team now, although it's kind of a gimped version of it, because unlike Nustrashimi's zombie heal, or specialized repair teams, this one only restores like 1% of its total health, or something like that. It's actually not, it's nowhere near as good as the zombie heal on Nustrashimi, although it is better than it used to be. It's still nothing special. I hear you still. And they didn't change anything else about the ship. Everything else is still the exact same. We are being hard spotted right now because we have a fucking 9.7 kilometer detection. Which is a little annoying, but oh well. Based on the fact that we're not getting airdropped right now, I'm being led to believe that the Trump is probably in the middle. Or it's the submarine that's spotting me. There is something like right there. I'm gonna have to leave here like soon. Because of this fucking Montana and Schlein that's just over here walking. Get into the cutaway position from these guys. I get as much damage we can as this Grozvoy. Montana is gonna walk, looks like. Grozvoy is about to have Z52 problems. Looks like the Z52 should be able to gimmick that. There is a submerged submarine right there. Like literally right on the corner of the island there. I'm gonna try and get into a kiting away position from these battleships. I guess while we're at it, once we get clear of this island, we're gonna try and get our farm on this Kearsarge. Honestly, what we might do is maybe head over towards this Z52 and try and get shots on this Schlein behind the island. I think that's probably going to be our best play. Or, no, never mind, the Schlein's not even going to sit behind the island. So, that's annoying. Because Schlein and secondaries are annoying. But on the bright side, Schleins aren't very difficult to farm out. So we should be okay. Go. Give me my engine back, please, because I would like to accelerate. Might try and get a fire going on this Montana. And of course there's planes over here to grief me. There's the fire. I think those were Kearsarge planes, actually. That guy just beached again. Give me all that back, please. Are you fucking kidding me? How far do those fucking secondaries reach? Jesus fucking Christ. Schlein is such a fucking dumb ship. Literally made for fucking dogs who are so fucking trash at the game that they need to fucking let AI play the fucking game for them. That's literally all it fucking is. It's literally one of the most fucking ridiculous ships in the entire game. Because it's literally made for fucking donkeys who can't play the fucking game by themselves. Literally fucking disabled people. Anyway, enough of that. I think right now I guess we're going to try and get our farm onto this Montana if he doesn't get shotgunned by the 2501. The Conqueror and the Lepanto should be able to deal with the Schlein. The Conqueror has its zombie heal, and Lepanto has its gimmick, so should be able to get away just fine from that. We are going to go and try and get our farm on this Montana a little bit. I feel like this isn't really the best game to really show off Khabarovsk, or really just any ship in general, because scores do tend to be artificially inflated by the fact that you have like all of these different buffs, like the HP regeneration, the max HP increase, stuff like that. Like there's just more damage to be had on the table compared to not. And on the flip side, you have you can get better statistics yourself as well. Like you can do more damage, you can have a faster rate of fire than you otherwise would. It's kind of dumb, but you know, whatever. Wargaming decided it was fine to have in random, so here we are. Are being RPF located right now, which I want to say is probably the Trump. Now, if I had to guess, I would say the Trump. Well, honestly, that could be an RPF Minotaur. That's honestly not out of the question. It's doubly so since those Nebraska planes didn't spot any Trumps running around. I hear you, Stewie. There's not a whole lot I can do about the about them getting that HP buff. There's really nothing I can do about it. All I can do right now is, I guess, hang around here and see what happens. There's the Schlein again. I might try and go get my farm on this guy. And there's the Minotaur about to get the cap blocked. It's unlucky, but whatever. I think right now our play is just going to be try and get our farm on this Schlein. Because he's been pissing me off this entire time. There we go. The thing about Schleins is that they'll pretty much always be built for secondaries because they're dogs and they don't know how to play the game otherwise. So they'll burn very, very nicely. Because they don't have fire prevention, they don't have any kind of survivability whatsoever. So just try and get a fire on him, please. Of course, now that I say that, I fucking get absolutely fuck all on him. But anyway, like, to answer, like, a question that I've seen a lot of people asking me is the Khabarovsk worth it now? And honestly, my answer is, if you don't have other better ships, if you don't have... Fuck off, carrier. If you don't have, Sherman, you don't have Marceau, even fucking Hayate is better than Khabarovsk at this point. Like, the buff that it received is nice and all, but it really just doesn't solve what was wrong with the ship, which is, first of all, it's sitting on the, like, the lower end of DPM for gunboats. For comparison, Khabarovsk has, I think, like, 185,000 DPM or something like that on its HE. Compare that to old Hayate, not post-buff Hayate. This is old Hayate that had an HE DPM of like 194,000. So it literally got out DPM'd by a fucking Hayate. So really, really rough there. And really, the main issue is that lack of DPM for a gunboat compared to its competition, and its absolutely fucking horrendous concealment. Those two things are what makes this ship bad. And that heel doesn't change either of those. It's a nice little addition, I guess, but it really just doesn't help what was actually wrong with the ship. And I really just don't think Khabarovsk was helped that much by having that improved heel. And like I say, it's absolutely, definitely nice, but it's only just. And like right here, with the, if I was in like a Marceau, I would be a lot closer to being able to get a lot closer to that Trump before I was spotted, so. And this guy knows the tech of shooting armor piercing at me, which is a little bit unfortunate. I'm not even going to get him because he's going to go behind the island. That's really annoying, but whatever. I guess now the game's going to end in like 10 seconds, so we're just going to get our farm on. Well, never mind. Oh well, that was honestly kind of dog. I really don't like this ship. Like, I mean, I say that while it's still, like, one of the most played ships on my account, but that was in, like, from the days of being, when it was actually good in, like, 2016. But, anyway, I don't take what you see here for more than what it's worth. Remember that this is arms race, so there's more damage to be had to begin with. And also, my characteristics are much more improved than they otherwise could be. So this game is not representative of what the ship is really like when you play it much of the time. So anyway, that is going to do it for today. I hate this ship, and my answer to should you buy this thing now that it's been buffed? Absolutely not. Unless you either A, have everything else. You already have Marceau, you already have Sherman, Hayate, and you have other ships that you might want, like Brisbane, Napoli, Salem, fucking, I don't even know if there's any coal battleships right now. There's not one that I can immediately remember, because I'm a fucking dumbass who doesn't play battleships, because, ew. But anyway, If you already have all the other ships that you could get for coal, then, I mean, I guess, sure, go ahead, pick this thing up. Or if you are absolutely desperate, like, I mean, desperate for a ship to train Soviet captains on, I guess maybe, but I still wouldn't recommend doing that. I don't even know if there's other VMF destroyers for coal other than this thing, but there's a bunch of better ships that you can get as trainers instead. So the bottom line is, do not buy this ship. It is still trash, and it sucks. So on that note, I will see you tomorrow.